So why AI, ads, and affiliate marketing, right? Now, if you're a business owner, you're just here for the AI and the ad stuff. I get you, but I'm assuming most folks here don't have a business yet. So why is starting an affiliate business, selling other people's products, such a good place to start? I'm going to address all of these things. Why ads? Why not just go viral on social media and stuff like that? Well, the reason why we do ads is scale, okay? Scale and speed, okay? Point, very, very simple. An ad-based business can scale to doing $100 million a year literally from nothing in the same year because it's pay to play. And once you get a funnel that converts, which we're going to go over in the following modules, talking about landing pages, talking about ads, talking about funnels, it crushes. My business partner built his previous business to $50 million a year. 20 million profit using ads. And he was able to do that. He scaled up. The business lasted for 4 years. He did over 50 million one year, and they made a ton of money, okay? And the point is, and it's scale and speed. Now, why AI? AI is a revolution. The skills and the tactics and the hacks that I'm going to be showing you around prompting AI are going to blow your mind later on in this course. So it's speaking, I'll be going over a lot of tactics about how to speak to AI like it's an expert graphic designer rather than just saying, give me a picture of a dog, right? You don't talk to your graphic designer like that. Getting it to role play, how to optimize AI outputs, how to actually optimize AI inputs, prompting structures, all sorts of stuff. AI is a revolution. It's going to put almost every single marketer out of business who doesn't understand it. Either have to learn AI or you're not going to be able to come into this industry. AI is taking over 80% of marketing jobs. I'm filming this in 2025 right now. It's taking over 80% of marketing jobs this year. Next year, it's going to be taking over 80% of development jobs. And in 2027, it's taking over 80% of sales jobs. So you have to learn AI. It's the only way to survive if you want to be a marketer or a salesperson or a developer moving forward. It's a must. And the prompting and the outputs I've been able to get it going are better by a margin than anybody else I've ever seen. So what you're going to come away with this course is a superpower that you can deploy anywhere and make you more powerful than at least 5 other people combined, expert marketers. But why affiliate? Why affiliate? Why is affiliate the best business model? Now, I like to talk a lot about from personal experience. I made over $10 million before the age of 26 as an affiliate marketer. And I was, I have a little bias there, but there's many reasons why I was able to start an affiliate marketing business rather than an e-commerce or some sort of other business being sort of a little socially awkward, sort of a little trollish at times, sort of a little, I like traveling, I wouldn't have been able to start any other sort of business that allowed me to travel the world and all this stuff. So why affiliate? Well, freedom, okay? One of the reasons is freedom. The clients don't care to talk to you. The clients don't care about making meetings. As long as you're getting sales, as long as you get, they say, hey, we'll give you $100 if you get us a new customer for my jacket company. Great. You spend $50 in ads, send them a customer for $100. They don't care about talking to you. They just care about, are you making sales? And all you care about is, am I making money, right? Profits. So it allows freedom like no other business I've seen. There's no politics. It's just pure performance and results. I think what's more important about affiliate is all of the things that affiliate is not and does not require you to do. If you're looking to start a business and make money selling products on the internet, all the things affiliate is not. Affiliate does not require you to do customer service. Affiliate does not require you to ship and handle products, which, by the way, goes into tariffs, which goes into taxes, which goes into regulations that change day by day. Trump just became the president this year and put up a bunch of tariffs. And then he took them down, in some places. And then he's going to put them up again. And who the heck knows? And meanwhile, I'm talking to people in e-commerce scared out of their mind, losing money because they have containers locked up at the port of Los Angeles. And, it's just not that freedom, that ease of mind that you're able to have is gone if you have customers reliant on customer service, shipping, all this stuff. Affiliate, it's just data. It's the purest business model because it's purely internet-based. Okay, it's not relationship-based, there's not nepotism, none of this stuff. What else about affiliate? The other great thing about affiliate is it's not about using your face. Okay? Now, I'm an affiliate for some web hosting companies, website building companies, email service providers. I'm an affiliate, at this point in my life, I'm an affiliate for mostly business to business sorts of products like that, softwares. But, I use my face, but I don't know, I have a good looking face. Not everybody does. So, and most people don't want to show up on camera. Most people, that's not part of their path in life, their line in life. You don't need to use your face as an affiliate, especially with AI now. It's insane. And UGC, which is something we'll go over in the outsourcing, delegation, and automation module later on. So affiliate, you don't have to deal with any of this stuff, and it's very easy. But the most important reason of why you want to be an affiliate is actually, I'm going to show you in just a second here. And but first you need to understand what are called positive and negative cash cycles. So let's use this example of what I call a negative cash cycle. Let's look at real estate, okay? And real estate related businesses. And I know you might be thinking, John, just show me the button to make money right now. I just want to see the prompt that I put in and where I click and where. Look, this is a long run, okay? If you're sitting there behind the scenes thinking, John, just give me the money button, give me where I copy, where I paste, and where I go to. If you're sitting here thinking that, I have news for you. Is that anything in life worth having takes work, right? I was raised Midwestern parents, okay? Anything worth having in life takes work. Understanding this stuff, even if it's a couple extra minutes for you, is going to be extremely important, and I've structured this course very importantly. So I'm just calling out the folks real early on whose brains are going there. And part of this course is going to be, you're going to have to sometimes stop your brain from saying, you need to learn something new. So there's going to be places where your brain is going to say, I just want this. But to break patterns and achieve growth, you're going to have to just turn down or tone down the volume of that voice in the back of your head that says, no, I want this, or whatever it is, while you're with me. But I promise you, I'm going to get you where you need to go. Okay? Cool. So let's talk about negative cash flow cycle with real estate. Okay? So this is an example of negative cash cycle. And I'll explain why. And again, I'm explaining why affiliate is the best business model you can possibly do. So with real estate, what you're doing is you're spending money before you're making it. And let me explain why. You're putting down the money, let's say the down payment for the house, it's, $200K or whatever, right? The down payment. Putting down the down payment for the house. Then you are, maybe taking out an $800K loan, but that's not money out of your pocket, okay? $200K is out of your pocket for $1 million home, which is typical in California. And then in the typical real, if you want to go into real estate, I'm going to talk about the fix and flip model, which is, I'd say, the most typical that folks start out with. If you're going for a real estate-based business. And there's really three things, right? Real estate, stocks, and selling products. Those are really the three main types of businesses we can, do. Then you're putting in some extra money for maybe fixes. Right? Okay, you put out money. And then later on, you get a big sale, right? You sell it. So in this scenario, you put out money before it comes back to you. So to get the wheel turning faster takes more time. It's based on how many, it's how fast you can kind of complete these deals. Okay? But again, money comes out of you before it comes in, and that makes it very difficult to scale and grow. Now, let's talk about stocks. Stocks, probably the other most common business model that folks will say, I want to go from where I am now to making $10,000, $100,000 a month. Okay? So again, with stocks, you put out money when you buy the stock, and then sell, right? In an ideal world, I think a lot of it is gambling, but there are methods. I know people who've made a lot. You sell. But as you progress, even if that stock goes up over the course of things, it isn't until you sell it that you can actually accelerate your business and compound those earnings into the next thing. It's a negative cash cycle. It's hard to scale. You start at zero, you go negative, let's call it $100, and you have to wait however long it is until the candlesticks match up to whatever you're trying to do to get that extra $100 in. And then you make 200 and you're positive. Now here is why affiliate marketing has been such a breeding ground for all sorts of business people out there. It's been one of the beautiful capitalistic cesspools of wealth generation, the fonts of money. And if you're a business owner, I would say, if you're a business owner and you run your own business, right, you're not an affiliate. I would make a modification here. I would say raising investor money would be the sort of equivalent here, right? Starting with money in the bank, right, and not having to pay tax, and being able to not pay much taxes because you constantly losing money. Jeff Bezos, Amazon was losing money for 10, 20 years or something like that. They just didn't have to pay taxes. It made them a much more efficient business, and they always had money. They got money before they had to spend it, right? Because they used investor funds. But let's talk about affiliate marketing first, because we're doing the same thing, but on a slightly different scale. We're doing it with credit cards, and you'll see. Now you might say, oh, can't you, you might say, oh, credit cards, that seems easy, but let me explain first. You can't buy a house on a credit card. You can't put a down payment for a house on a credit card. You can't buy stocks with a credit card. There's reasons for this stuff. You can buy stocks with a debit card, but not a credit card. There's reasons for this. There's laws, there's regulations. So with affiliate marketing, what we're doing is interesting. So we are, right here, we're buying an ad. We're buying an ad. And then, the products we promote, they convert within a day. So we're buying an ad, and we'll earn a, we'll get a sale here, and earn a commission. Let's say we spend $50 on advertising, and we earn $100. But we're not actually paying for that ad until the end of the month. we're not paying for that ad until the end of the month. And usually there's some terms, maybe you're paying after 30 days, right? Maybe you're paying more. So this is 30 days, right? So you're spending the money over here. You're actually earning that money from the affiliate network a week after you had your ads go up. So you bought the ad, but you didn't pay for it yet. So here, we're making our money. We're making our money. And with some, I'll show you a couple different affiliate networks to start with, but some of these affiliate networks will pay out as fast as a week. When I was running traffic as an affiliate, I was spending, I actually reached out to my affiliate network. I said, hey, I'm spending $20,000 to $30,000 a day. Is there any chance I could get paid daily? Because I was earning about $50,000 a day at one point in my early 20s. They said, oh, sure, we'll pay you daily. So I was spending $20,000 to $30,000 a day, and I was getting $50,000 put in my bank account that same day. This compounds. This is and it's a faster moving wheel. So now I'm already, every day, I'm stacking, and my bank account is growing. And that money in the cycle, this cash cycle, is positive. So the more I grow, the more I can grow. It's a big concept. It's a financial concept. It might be a little hard to wrap your head around at first. But understanding positive and negative cash flow cycles, if you can, it's the reason why so many freaking people have been able to get their start in affiliate marketing, make a lot of money, and, do whatever they want to do. So I hope that helps you understand things. Hope that helps you understand why this opportunity is so sort of unique and special as even compared to, the typical wealth creation mechanisms of stocks and real estate, and why we're living in just a great time. And I can't wait to show you some of the AI stuff later on. But before that, on to the next video.